Welcome back, MVP Road Car. Today we've got something special on the channel that's been buzzing in the muscle car community for months. I'm talking about the all-new 2026 Dodge Super B. Dodge has brought this legendary badge back to life, and it's not just a nameplate revival, it's a full-on modern interpretation of what a muscle car can be in today's world. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive into its exterior, its interior, how it performs on the road and on the track, and finally whether the price tag makes sense for what you're getting. Now, the very first thing that grabs your attention is the exterior design. The 2026 Super B is unmistakably Dodge, but it's got a new edge to it that blends heritage with futuristic styling. At the front, you get a bold split grille design with a blacked-out honeycomb mesh that proudly wears the Super B badge right in the center. The headlights are ultra-slim LED matrix units with a menacing daytime running light signature that almost looks like fangs when lit up at night. The hood has deep sculpted lines with dual-functional heat extractors, and if you opt for the high-performance package, you get a subtle carbon fiber hood insert to shave off some weight. Along the sides, the stance is wide and low, almost like the car is crouched down ready to pounce. You can really see the muscle car DNA in the pronounced rear haunches. Dodge is offering it with several wheel options, starting at 20 inches and going up to 22 inches on performance trims, with Brembo brakes peeking out in red, yellow, or black. Around the back, the Super B keeps that iconic full-width taillight bar, but now it's been updated with a 3D LED effect that gives it depth. A ducktail spoiler is integrated into the trunk lid, and down low you'll find a functional diffuser and quad exhaust tips that mean business. Color choices are very Dodgy, everything from classic plum crazy purple to go mango orange, pitch black, to war red, and a couple of new metallic finishes like Venom Silver and Hive Yellow. Overall, it's aggressive, modern, and instantly recognizable. Stepping inside, Dodge has really pushed the interior forward. This is not the bare-bones muscle car of the past. It feels more premium and tech-focused without losing the raw attitude. The cockpit wraps around the driver with a 14-inch curved digital gauge cluster that can be customized in multiple themes, including a retro Super B mode that mimics the analog dials of the late A60s and early A70s. Right next to it, you've got the 12-inch central infotainment touchscreen running the latest Uconnect system, which is fast, crisp, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Below that, Dodge kept some physical buttons for drive modes, launch control, and climate adjustments, which I think enthusiasts will appreciate. The seats are heavily bolstered sport buckets available in leather, Alcantara, or a mix of both, with embroidered Super B logos on the headrests. They're heated and ventilated as standard, and if you go for the top trim, you even get a massage function. Rear passengers get more space than you would expect for a car of this shape, though it's still more comfortable for 2 than 3 across. Trunk space is decent, enough for weekend bags or a set of golf clubs, and the rear seats fold down if you need to carry larger items. Interior lighting is customizable with 64 color ambient LEDs, and the audio system is a 15-speaker Harman Kardon setup that absolutely fills the cabin with sound. Build quality is solid, with soft touch materials on most surfaces, real aluminum trim, and optional carbon fiber inlays if you want a racier feel. It's a balance of modern luxury and muscle car spirit. Of course, the heart of the Super B has always been about performance. Dodge knows this, and the 2026 model doesn't disappoint. Under the hood, the entry version comes with a 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six Hurricane engine pushing out around 510 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. That's already plenty of muscle, but the real star is the high-performance variant. Dodge offers a Super B SRT model that cranks things up with an electrified version of the Hurricane engine, adding a hybrid assist system for instant-to-work and better efficiency. That setup delivers an insane 690 horsepower and over 650 pound-feet of torque, putting it right up there with some of the most powerful muscle cars ever built. 0 to 60 comes in just over 3 seconds, and the quarter mile is handled in the low 11-second range. depending on tire choice. Power is sent through an updated 8-speed automatic transmission, with paddle shifters that are responsive and satisfying. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but Dodge also offers an advanced all-wheel drive option for those who want maximum grip and year-round usability. Handling has taken a big leap forward compared to older muscle cars, with adaptive suspension, active dampers, and a near-perfect weight distribution in the hybrid version. The 2026 Super B feels planted in corners without giving up that raw straight-line power. The steering is precise, with good feedback, and the braking system is serious. 6-piston Brembos up front, 4-piston in the rear, with carbon ceramic discs available on the track package. Dodge has also loaded the car with multiple driving modes, from comfort and auto for daily driving, to sport, track, and a drag mode that optimizes everything for straight-line acceleration. There's even a customizable mode where you can tune throttle response, suspension stiffness, and steering feel to your liking. Exhaust sound is adjustable too, from a subdued growl in quiet mode to an absolute thunderstorm in track mode. Now let's talk about price, because this is always a big factor with muscle cars. Dodge has managed to keep the base model relatively accessible, starting around $48,000 for the standard Hurricane version. That puts it within reach of a lot of enthusiasts who want big performance without breaking the bank. Step up to the mid-level trims with more features, nicer interior finishes, and bigger wheels, and you're looking at somewhere in the mid-50s to low 60s. The range-topping Super B SRT hybrid with nearly 700 horsepower, AWD, carbon fiber bits, and track capability climbs to around $85,000 to $90,000 depending on options. That's not cheap, but when you consider the performance you're getting, it's competitive with European rivals that cost significantly more. And let's not forget this is a muscle car with heritage, attitude, and everyday usability. So, when you put it all together, the 2026 Dodge Super B is more than just a revival of a classic name. It's Dodge proving that muscle cars can evolve into the future without losing their soul. The styling is bold, the interior is a massive upgrade, the performance is both brutal and refined, and the pricing makes it a serious contender in its segment. Whether you're a die-hard Dodge fan, someone who grew up admiring the old Super B, or just an enthusiast looking for a car that delivers thrills, this one deserves a serious look. It's a car that manages to balance nostalgia with innovation, and that's not easy to pull off. That's our detailed review of the 2026 Dodge Super B. Let me know in the comments what you think of Dodge's direction with this car. Do you like the blend of hybrid technology with classic muscle DNA? Or would you prefer they stuck to old-school V8s? Either way, it's a conversation worth having. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next review here on MVP Road Car.